Hello and welcome to my project beta task video. When I first began my task, I initially conceptualized the idea of conducting interviews and surveys with students across the BCM cohort and gathering information about personal horror experiences and encounters. I have since changed my idea and chosen to create a uniquely designed site that caters to the horror genre. I have included reviews, information, and stories from all over the web and displayed them on an easy to access website. These topics include motion pictures, video games, books, creepypastas, true stories, and upcoming film releases. I chose to create this website as I appreciate the horror genre. I also found that horror websites were rare and the designs of these sites were often messy and clunky. Through Scaryuow, I wanted to create a remarkably stylized site where horror devotees such as myself could have a simple to visit site to attune to their needs. Initially, I was focusing more on horror-related movies but decided to branch into different regions. I've been experimenting with different website designers to see which facilitated my needs best as a creator and chose to utilize WordPress as a simple to utilize platform that can be shared quickly. I also began experimenting with different social media platforms to see which stage would perform better. I began by creating a Facebook page, however found it difficult to integrate and translate what I had on my WordPress site. I additionally experimented with Snapchat stories, however found that Instagram was much simpler to communicate and express ideas. My original idea of using TikTok to examine horror trends was no longer required, as I could rather utilize my contacts page to gain valuable feedback and insight on how I can improve my undertaking. By using my Instagram account as an alternate media stage, I had the option to increase my site's audience and crowd. Instagram permitted me to share information with followers on the latest posts and post surveys and questionnaires. My Instagram page has been developing consistently with a following of 60 followers, mostly being friends or colleagues. I am also going to experiment with posting fan art and horror collages. I've designed a built-in contacts page where visitors can communicate with me via email to leave feedbacks or remarks. This encourages me as a creator to contact with visitors, and I've discovered that this has been overly useful in expanding traffic on both my Instagram and WordPress site. To motivate me as a creator and conceptualize new ideas for my website, I began collaborating with close friends. I informed them regarding my project I was undertaking this semester, and we started setting out a night every week where we would accumulate and examine a chosen horror-related subject. I was able to use this as an opportunity for more input and feedback, where I could have friends comment on my website and remark upon the page format, typography, client experience plan, and interface design. I would then summarize these ideas and reflect upon the feedback before actualizing them onto my website. From the input, I have learned that a short-sighted modern take, blended in with tasteful horror photographs, mixed well together. I started exploring distinctive themes amongst WordPress to accommodate my guidelines as best as possible. So what are the future objectives I have for Scaryuow? As I continue dishing out new content, I'm going to attempt new ideas and reach bigger goals. I've already set some future objectives that I want to achieve. These incorporate continuing to update the site with new menus and design implementations, improve interaction with the existing and potential audience through the contacts page and giving visitors a reason to return, build a greater Instagram following, introduce marketable items that can help improve the nature of the site, driving more traffic to my website, building brand awareness through new social media platforms that can help in expanding presence through another network or crowd, and also distinguishing and building relationships with smaller horror influencers.